In recruiting, like everything else, networking is a huge factor. You've got to have a good contact list, and the more credibility you build with that person by giving them steady, reliable information, the more they're going to go, oh, this kid might be interested. And Division II schools do not have huge recruiting budgets to scour the nation. Before someone comes or talks to somebody in Dallas, they'd like to know if there's even a reason to think that you'd want to go to school at Mankato State, or if you'd want to go to school at Trinity, even Trinity in San Antonio. You know, how much can they come up to Dallas? But that's a great school to go to, and a lot of football players from Dallas go down there. But they look at the internet, they look at Saturday game scores, and they're searching for kids' names, and the more information that you send to them to say, yes, I would be interested, here's a list of kids from Dallas who would be interested, there's a pretty good chance they might contact you or at least make an effort to go to one of your games. I think the biggest misconception of recruiting is that if the University of Texas, Ohio State, USC aren't talking to you when you're a sophomore or a junior, because that's all you read about in the paper is all the kids they're talking to. They're talking to about 5 kids here in North Texas. And people go, oh, I guess I'm not going to be recruited. And I don't, and yeah, you may not be recruited to USC, you may not be recruited to Texas, Ohio State, but there's thousands of other colleges that would be interested in recruiting you, and people don't kind of realize that they have scholarship, financial aid money available, leadership scholarships available, athletic scholarships available at Division II. There's lots of ways that you can afford to go play off at school essentially on scholarship to places across the country.
It's a huge headache. A lot of times I'll get parents that have tried to do it themselves, and they come back and they say, just forget it, I want you to take this over for me because I've already messed it up too much. I mean, you're talking about hours of footage to look through. You're talking about you know, trying to pick out the best stuff without knowing exactly what the best, you know, stuff is to pull out. And then there's a big factor of it's your kid. So it's hard to step away and know exactly, like, should I put this on there or not? Or am I just putting this on there because I think it looks good because it's my daughter or my son? There's a big aspect of it that it's nice to have a second opinion and someone look at it that isn't going to be biased and isn't going to, you know, is going to tell you exactly what should be on there and what is the best stuff, you know, to have on that tape.
The name of the game in recruiting is they've got to know your name to be able to recruit you, and you have to do that by having stuff on the web that's credible information that's on the web. If you have objective stories that are about you or your team, that makes a huge difference as to what the coaches see when they do a search on you, and you may turn up accidentally. They may search. It's like anything else. They may do Dallas football players. You have no idea. That's the big game in the internet. What does each individual person search for? So the more content and information that you have that's professional and high quality, and, you know, not from the 6th grade football banquet that somehow you got mentioned on a PDF that Google picked up 6 years ago, that it's not that, then that's a tremendous part of being recruited.